Yeah, today, the 8th of March 2020, as you all know, yesterday, the murdered police officer by the name of Kinai was laid to rest in Nakuru. The Deputy President Ruto should record a comprehensive statement regarding that assassination which took place of Sergeant Kipyegon Kenei, who was murdered in cold blood. Ruto pretends while paying tribute at the funeral of Sergeant Kenei, who was killed so as to safeguard Ruto, chase a 30 billion fake tender deal evidence. Ruto always executes assassinations to witnesses and other people whom he thinks might expose him to the general public on his dirty dealings. It's not the first time Ruto commits this offense. He is used to taking lives of people whom he thinks might be a threat to him by exposing his evil deeds. For instance, he was associated with the murder of Jacob Juma, Musando and others who are bearing crucial evidence against him and threatening other witnesses against him. On the secret visit to South Sudan recently, Ruto visited his private army, which he was planning to equip upon the success of that 9 billion tender deal with Poland-based arms dealers. After the visit, it was later reported that the Kenyan ambassador based on South Sudan was killed. This raised an eyebrow to keenly watch Ruto's moves because he has implemented a strategy of assassinating all those whom he thinks might spill the beans and expose him to Kenyans. Yesterday, in the burial ceremony of Sergeant Kipyegon, he said categorically that he is ready to fight back since he knows he was a backup of his private mercenaries. He is more than willing and ready to take away lives of people who might be destruction to him and his associates. Ruto should be impeached and immediate investigations should be carried out on him, since he is using his office as the Deputy President to camouflage his dirty deals on graft, provision of fake tenders and embezzlement of public funds. The government should extend serious investigations and make Ruto record a statement regarding the death of Sergeant Kenei and the fake tender deal which he facilitated in his office. Ruto should be made to resign so that investigations can be done without his interference and should not issue threats to intelligence agencies like he used to threaten ICC witnesses against him. Ruto being an agent of hatred, he is also trying to disunite Kenyans by employing the technique of divide and rule by ensuring he creates a rift in Mount Kenya region, as witnessed recently in Murang'a meeting. He incited his supporters to fight against each other, hence igniting the spirit of bad blood among Mount Kenya people, destabilizing the prevailing peace that the Mount Kenya people have been enjoying. And I think to that point, Ruto should desist from holding meetings in Mount Kenya region to cool the temperatures, and especially those from his wing, which is being led by his lieutenants, or rather some politicians, namely Kuria, Nyoro, Alice, and other politicians like the one known as Gachagua. It's high time the president should break the silence and come out with a strong statement regarding the matters in question involving his deputy and issue directives on the way forward to obtain the truth of the matter. The president should know that all Kenyans are eagerly waiting to hear from him. Thank you, and God bless Kenya. God save our people who are vanishing day by day. Thank you. I'm saying not only outsiders, but I'm saying they're being divided by none other but William Ruto, who has been actually buying some political leaders. He started that from last term. I understand he pays them very well, to an extent of them feeling that they should even start war in Mount Kenya, just to make sure that Mount Kenya is not stable as it used to be before Ruto joined the same politicians in Mount Kenya. Yeah, one I would say the president has a role because he is the commander-in-chief. He is the person who should guarantee Kenyans peace. And also, as a kingpin of Mount Kenya, he stands a better chance actually to make sure that Mount Kenya politicians are united, and those who do not want to toe the line, then action should be taken against them. And especially for the last 2 days when that incident took place, whereby Muranga people had to fight when the deputy president was present in that meeting. I think the president should compel the deputy president to stop those meetings so that he can have his own time to unite the Mount Kenya region people. Otherwise, they are going to tear each other if he leaves these people of Mount Kenya in the hands of Ruto, whose hands are dirty, whose hands are full of blood. And I think this is the highest time Mount Kenya people should stop behaving like they do not understand who Ruto is. Remember, from 1992, 97, and 2007, it was well noted that Ruto was involved in killing the Kikuyus in Rift Valley. And that is what he wants to happen, for the Kikuyus to start killing each other in Mount Kenya, while he awaits probably after the election to start killing and displacing people from Mount Kenya in Rift Valley. That is after the 2022 general election. So I think as far as these matters are concerned of Mount Kenya, it is the highest time. I think also the president should not just keep watching his deputy, whom he nominated to be his deputy, to keep on watching. He has the powers also to arrest Ruto and charge him before court, because all this nonsense that and mayhem which Ruto has been involved regarding stealing public resources, regarding killings, as I've just previously said, of people like Msando, people like Jacob Juma, and now Kenei. He has even started killing his own people, which is very unfortunate. And I think yesterday in the barrio, whatever he said, he was just crying crocodile tears. And he's the last person whom I would say talked to Kenei. And from that, I think that is what resulted to Kenei being murdered, noting that Kenei actually tried to explain to him all what happened. And I think the deputy president knew very well that Kenei would spill the beans in front of the DCI and his team. And then again, I would like to tell the president that DCI's security is in his hands, and he should make sure that the DCI is given a lot of security, that is together with the DPP and his team, because right now I think where we are heading to, anything can happen to DCI. And you know, Ruto is so daring. He can decide to kill DCI, and it would be very unfortunate, because this is a person who is really doing a wonderful job to Kenyans. Thank you.